So today it's been announced that Elon has bought Twitter. Now, we've known for the last couple of months that this has been in progress, and it looks like he's paid too much for Twitter. That would be my point of view, but it's a price that enabled the shareholders to agree to the sale. And his motivation really does seem to make the service a better place. Now, that's debatable, and the reason for this video. And so really we are talking about social media. And I think everyone these days has heard the term, you could liken social media to the public playground where, bullies exist and strong opinions are presented. And also a load of nonsense is said. And these things quickly become an echo chamber for opinion and points of view. And they're heavily politicized, and some people will claim that even social media is now weaponized, and I suppose that's very true as well. Someone like me from the beginning really, I've always understood what these social media platforms are and what they are doing, and things like echo chambers and environments to shout and scream, or simply enjoy them for what they are, which is a platform, an ability to share pictures and stories and things that interest you. And I suppose those are the very good aspects of social media, and it's always been the camp that I'm in. I've always really seen the benefit, which is social media literally provides an electronic technical platform in which to connect people, and a place where you can share your thoughts and photographs. And that is still what I see today, though I also see all the nonsense and the garbage that seems to prevail on social media. The self-fulfilling negative vibes that people and some companies and organizations wish to put on those platforms. And I have a feeling that most people actually view these platforms as a thing that can do good and also do harm. And I don't have to go very far to explain to illustrate the harm that's been witnessed on social media. In the news recently, we've had accounts of people falling victim to some content that's on social media. So I don't think anyone is blind to the dangers that are present on social media. So that's totally fine. But this general notion that social media, that these platforms can be an echo chamber, can be a place for good and bad, those claims are very true, and potentially very dangerous as well, especially if your audience or people viewing these platforms, using these platforms, have a sinister intent. They are wanting to put garbage on these platforms, and they're wanting it to be consumed. But once again, there are many people that view these platforms as a legitimate place to stay in touch with people, post photos and talk about pleasant things. They really are a social place to be with no sinister intent, and most of it is all good. It's just that we have this nightmare situation on our hands. The media, any user of social media has to deal with this antisocial behavior, and this behavior that's simply there to cause harm and do not good. It's there for a hidden agenda. It's either a political agenda, it's either a harmful agenda, it's either an agenda that wants you to buy something, or it's an agenda that has misinformation or disinformation. Some people will simply be trying to offer, good information. And these days, you haven't got a clue if it's information, misinformation, or disinformation. Misinformation means that it's information explained in error. Either they in error are explaining it, or the information itself is in error. Or disinformation, which is it's information that is intentionally being delivered to achieve another objective. And these days you've got no idea, is it information or, but for most people like me, I view the whole thing as as just a source of where you will read something and very quickly you dismiss it, or you think it's okay. If it's a post about a cat and there's something funny about it, it's obvious that that's not harmful and it's probably a nice thing. So we have no problem there. But once again, we fly back around to Elon. He's bought Twitter. It is a very big platform. It has massive reach. Countries even use it for their political means. Some leaders use it to communicate to their people, to the population of their countries. So you can see the huge scope and benefit that social media is, and a platform like Twitter is. So irrespective of all the other things that you can do with Twitter, I think Elon Musk's view that he wants to create a fairer place in which to transmit information. For him, he uses it, and he has a lot of followers. Lots of people use it for its intended purpose. It helps them communicate. On the whole, it is a great thing. I hope that he really does set good examples. I am sure that he will offer best business practices, and he will help clean up the social media environment. This is what I'm hoping, and this is what I expect. For me, Elon buying Twitter is good news. And basically, that's my point of view today. Once again, I hope everyone is well, and speak again soon.